Hi guys, Andy here. Let's have a look at the NASDAQ futures. Today is Saturday, February 3rd. Let's start in the higher time frame. Here we are looking at the weekly chart, and my take on the NASDAQ is that we did a wave 1 right here in the higher degree. Then we came down as a wave 2, and from this low here, the October 2020 lows, I believe we started a new upward cycle, so a wave 3 of the higher degree. As you can see, this looks quite bullish as our wave 3 area is located right here. But of course, we are supposed to go there in 5 waves up. So we will have the necessary pullbacks. We will not fly there, or we are not supposed to fly there in one way up. And so if we have to see 5 waves, I believe we did a wave 1 right here, wave 2 pullback, and now we are working here probably on this wave 3. The target area for this wave 3 is the area that we can find by taking the length of wave 1, the length of wave 2, and then here we have the area between the 1 and the 1.618 FIB extension, which is the target for our wave 3. So this looks quite bullish. However, for now, there is still a bearish scenario possible, and the bearish scenario looks like this. It assumes that the wave 2 here in the higher degree is not in yet, but that we will make the wave 2 low somewhere in the future right here, taking out the low right here, and that would be possible by doing an expanded flat structure. So that would mean that we go down here in 3, 1, 2, 3 as a wave A. Then we have an overshooting wave B, also in 3, 1, 2, 3. And then from here, we should see a wave C down, which is then the end of our wave 2 in the higher degree. Now, for this bearish scenario to play out, it is important that we stay in this area right here. If we take the length of our wave A, then the wave B is supposed to stay, the overshooting wave B is supposed to stay in the area between the 1 and the 1.236 FIB extension. So we are currently in that area. So it is still possible, this overshooting wave B scenario. But if we look at the subwaves, it becomes quite unlikely. So if we go to the daily, it would mean that this here is our wave B structure. So this is the wave A, wave B pullback, and then now we should have our wave C actually. So in my last or in my previous videos, I told you we reached the limits here of the bearish scenario, in the sense that for this to be a wave C, we start to have trouble here with the sub waves, in the sense that the wave 3 here. So if we have to count here 5 waves, I think this would be the most obvious way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here on the Wanda platform, or wave 3 is the shortest one, and of course that's not possible. However, there are other data sources where the wave 3 is not the shortest one yet, where the wave 5 is still slightly shorter. And in previous videos I told you that there is only room for one marginal new high, and this is actually what we did on Friday. So last Friday, yesterday, we made a marginal new high. But so from many perspectives, if we are in the bearish scenario, then I believe the limits are reached in terms of waves. Like if we go to the weekly, there is still space in this area, but if we unfold the sub waves here, it looks like it has to be finished. If we would start a new cycle up right here, then yeah, we are really getting problems here with the sub waves, and therefore this becomes unlikely to be a wave C. The only way I see, or that I can see it happen as an alternative, would be something like this, that we have like this as a wave 1, a 2, and then like a very short 3, this the 4, and then something like this. But that would mean that here in RSI we should keep the divergence that we have now. Like if we would take out here this divergence, then yeah, it is simply not possible anymore. So we will further monitor this, but I would say, yeah, the limits of the bearish scenario, with this being an A, B, C structure, are kind of reached. So let's see now what will happen from the area, or from the level we are currently at. So far the bearish scenario. Let's continue with the most likely scenario, which is the bullish scenario. So that's also my primary scenario, simply because in the NASDAQ we have a higher high, higher low sequence. So we are bullish. As I told you, I think we might be working on wave 3 here of the higher degree. And then I would say this here is our wave 1. This was the wave 2 pullback. So now we are working here on this wave 3. If we look at the subwaves here of this wave 3, I would say this was the wave 1, this was the wave 2 pullback, and now again we might be working on the wave 3 of 3. Let's go to the lower time frame. If we go now to the 4-hour, so starting to count here from the wave 2 low, it actually looks like we might have a complete structure. We can see a wave 1 right here, a wave 2 down. Then here we have the highest RSI reading, which indicates a wave 3. Then here we had a nice zigzag pullback played out like forecasted. And then from here, from this A, B, C, we reacted nicely from the wave 4 area, also from the equal leg area. If we take the length here of the wave A, the length of the wave B, here the area between the 1 and the 1.618 VIP extension is the area from where we can expect reaction, and this is also what happened, reaction up. And so then yesterday, Friday, we made a marginal new high. So that would actually mean that we fulfilled the minimum requirement for a wave 5. So we have to take out the wave 3 high, and this is what happened on Friday, so yesterday. So we also have our divergence here. So this could mean a complete structure, which means that we might be ready for a pull back. However, we can still see more upside, like we can still further see more upside, as long as we respect the divergence right here. And therefore we go to the lower time frame. So here on the 1 hour, like I said, 1, 2, 3, 4, and now 5. So this here, if we look at the 15 minutes, but even in the 1 hour, it looks like a complete structure, but we can also see it in more detail here in the 15 minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is another impulse up, could be the 5th wave. However, like we cannot exclude something like this. This is a first impulse. We can still get something like this, with this being the wave 1 of the wave 5, then 2, 3, 4, 5, for instance, with an ending diagonal as a wave 5. This is still a possibility, but technically the minimum requirements are fulfilled. We have a complete structure here, a complete impulse, an impulse that took out the wave 3 high. So from that perspective, the wave 5 can be in right here. However, at the same time, this can still be just the wave 1 of the wave 5, and then we should get something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if we do this, then it is important that we respect the RSI right here. If we would take out the RSI right here, it would mean we started a new cycle from the low right here. So in conclusion, potentially a finished structure, assuming that we finished right here and we start a pullback, then the target area would be, if this is a wave 3, which we do not know for now, but if it is a wave 3, then we can have a wave 4 down here into the area between the 0.146 and the 0.618 FIB retracement. If this, for some reason, we will only know this later, was a new cycle, if this was a wave 1, then we can expect a wave 2 pullback between the 0.5 and the 0.854 FIB retracement. For now, it is this low here that matters, I would say. If we take out the low right here, then it would mean that we have to pay more attention to the bearish scenario, because then we are breaking actually a new cycle up, and so that would be an element in favor of the bearish scenario. But for now, still looks bullish. However, we have a complete structure right here, so some kind of pullback, be it as a wave 4 or be it as a wave 2, is possible. It is important to hold the low right here, and at the same time we might still see a bit more upside, for instance by ending this wave 5 here as an ending diagonal, and this was only the wave 1, and then we should still get a 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's it for now. If you enjoyed this analysis, please like, subscribe, comment to support my work, and I see you one of the next days for another video on the NASDAQ. Have a nice day. Bye bye.